Hi, I'm Guillermo, senior video producer for Chowhound. I love staring at macarons at French bakeries. They make me feel like a kid in a candy store. To the amateur baker, these colorful sandwich cookies look intimidating. But according to my friend Jayce Baudry, the executive pastry chef at Daniel Boulud's épiceries, it's just a matter of learning a few tricks. We're going French today, people.
A lot of chefs tell you, oh, I came into food because I have memories of my mom or my grandma. Well, I don't have that. In my family, no one likes sweet. So, so even young, I was always trying to make some, I was buying the box and where you just have to mix 2 or 3 ingredients and bam, you have a cake,
We're making macarons today. You're gonna teach me how to make these beautiful little cookies.
Macaron is good because imagine you have a party, you are invited, and let's say there is 10 people, and you don't want to bring only one cake. Maybe some people is not gonna like this flavor. Macaron is good because they're so small. You can bring a huge platter of it, and with different color, different flavors.
Right.
And you can be sure pretty much then you're gonna get everybody happy.
It's so intimidating. Are they that hard to make?
No. A lot of people think that, and it's very hard. Today you're gonna see, you're gonna make macaron and you're gonna be successful.
Hopefully.
No, I promise you. First step, ingredient, pretty basic. We have some almond flour, we have some powdered sugar, we have some regular sugar, and egg whites, 160 grams. There is different technique we exist. What we're gonna do today, that's a macaron technique with Italian meringue. That's my preference. That's also the one who's gonna give you a shiny macaron. We like them when they are very shiny and very flat.
To make them pretty, right?
Yeah. So the first step, we will mix our powdered sugar.
With this portioning that you have here, it's about how many macarons?
200 shells. So there's gonna be 100 pieces.
Oh, got it. 200 for the sandwich.
Yeah. So first, we're gonna blend those one together. So this base, we're gonna mix it with egg whites. We're gonna mix it until we get something all together, very homogeneous. The only thing you need to make sure is to check on the bottom like this, then there is no powder left. It's correctly, everything is correctly incorporated. I don't have any on the side. So that's it, first part, done. So for our meringues, we're gonna have a sugar, we're gonna have 370 grams of sugar. We're gonna come to pour on our pot. And we're gonna put 100 grams of water. Just to mix it, for make sure our sugar is correctly dissolved into the water. We're gonna need a little thermometer on the side, so we can check it. At the same time, we're gonna prepare our egg whites. We're gonna put 125 grams of egg whites and start to look at temperature when it boils. So we want 245 Fahrenheit, and in Celsius it's 118. Now that we are at the temperature, 245 Fahrenheit, we're gonna come take our mixer and start to whip our egg whites. A lot of people usually we are to whip egg whites, put some salt inside. That's a very bad and false trick.
Oh really?
It's very bad because when you add salt inside, it really is gonna take off the water of your egg whites and you're not gonna get a very nice texture of egg whites. Okay, now the texture is gonna be pretty right. You can see something pretty thick. And we're gonna come to pour our sugar just to make him come on the side. You don't want to pour your sugar too much on the middle. If not, it's gonna touch your whisk and it's gonna project the sugar everywhere on your bowl. Now, little parts, you're gonna touch your bowl like this you can feel the temperature. Go ahead, you see it's pretty hot. And we're gonna let our meringue just temperate a little bit until you can be able to have your hand on it.
There will be a point of over mixing, right? If I overdo it, what happens?
Before we add our sugar, if you whip too much your egg whites, yeah, you will have some little pieces inside that are created by the egg whites when they're over whipped. Before you add your sugar, You just be careful to don't leave it too long, as we have seen, and it will just start to get thick. It's gonna be okay. Right now, for example, it could turn for 6 hours.
And it's still be fine?
It will be fine. The only problem, it will be too cold for us.
Right.
Okay, so now then our meringue is temperate. You can see, he old. He's making what we call a beak, you know, like on a bird.
Yeah.
You can see. So that means our meringue is good. It's very important, especially when you're at home and you're baking for pastry, to always scrape everything, because it's such a tiny quantity. Then if you leave 50 grams on your whisk, on your spatula,
your stuff is gonna start being
I mean, it's totally off. So for this one, we're gonna add just some yellow coloring. That one, it's a natural gel coloring. Don't be too shy to add coloring at the first place, even if you think the color it's
gonna be too much.
Crazy, because that's gonna fade in the oven. And we're gonna add these white parts, so that's really gonna...
So don't be afraid of the color.
Yeah, I mean, don't go crazy. So now that we are here, we're gonna start and we're gonna take around a third of our meringue. And this part, we're gonna mix it and really go pretty strong on it. That's gonna help you to make your mix a little softer. And always need to make sure when you use your rubber spatula to go on the bottom of your bowl. Okay, so now I add the leftover of the meringue. We only gonna mix it slowly. Okay. Because we don't want to over mix it. Our mix, it's almost done. We're gonna come to the last part that we call the macaronage. That's the technique where the name comes from, of this part. And for this, usually we're gonna use a bowl scraper and we're gonna come to mix it like this. And that's gonna give us the texture of our macaron. Like we were saying, we want it liquid but not too liquid, and we don't want it also too hard. But the next turn, you're gonna remake that yourself.
Oh, you're gonna have me do it the whole
thing?
Okay.
You're gonna make the whole macaron yourself. So now, how I'm gonna know that it's done? I'm gonna look at my mix, and I want, when I stop to mix it, you see, it becomes shiny. That's really the important part. So we're good. It's ready. Next interesting part, the piping.
Okay. The easy part.
So for the piping, when you're not used to, the little trick that you can do, you can take one parchment paper like this, take a little cookie cutter, and for help yourself, make you like a little template. So we're just gonna do this, and like this we're gonna be able to pipe on our parchment paper, and after...
And use your guide underneath.
Yeah, and when we're done, we can just remove this template and use it for the next.
Perfect.
We're gonna need a piping bag. As you can see, I open my hand large and around. From then, here, we're gonna come to cut the top. And we're gonna use the piping tips. You don't want to cut too much, because if not,
it'll go through.
It will go through, and you're gonna end up to have some everywhere. So our bag is ready, pretty much. Now I'm gonna come to close it, and we're gonna come and press everything until you reach here. And how you're gonna handle it? So your bag is like this. You're gonna open your hand like this. You're gonna turn it, like this is become like very tense, that's what is gonna press it. And this part, I'm just gonna fold it around my finger. So those two fingers, gonna get.
I'm so hard
I'm gonna come like this. No, you see, if you don't press, it's not going away. So I just hold it, now I'm gonna start to press. I'm reaching the size that I want, I stop, and I'm just gonna turn it like this. So you come here, I press a little bit, you don't need to go fast, and you see, if I stop, I just don't press it, and I turn it like this. So the last thing, we're gonna come to take our tray, and just like this on the table. Make sure to hold your paper with your two thumbs, and when you do that, to stay straight. You don't want to be like this, if not that's gonna push your macaron like this. And I'm gonna do that on the four sides of my tray. Now they all smooth on the top, and they're ready. You see right now when I touch it, is sticking to my finger. So we will leave them on the side a little bit until they doesn't stick to my finger anymore. Okay, so now we're gonna be able to put them in the oven. We can check again and you can see them totally, they doesn't stick to my finger. Oh yeah, look. Amazing. It's nice. And you have this little crown with all around on the bottom. And that it's because when we have let them dry, it was for one specific reason. You can see sometimes people are doing macaron and they all cracked. It's because they didn't have this little skin on the top, and inside the eggs and the egg whites there is some water. And this water,
it stays wet inside.
Yeah, and what happens when you put the water in the oven? It's becoming steam, and the steam are pushing the macaron. So if it's not dry enough, it's going directly through and it's cracking everywhere. While we let them dry, it's like this steam cannot go up, but you gotta go somewhere. So instead of going on the top, it's gonna go by the side. And that's what makes you
creating
nice,
that little ring?
There's this little crown all around. Okay, so now your turn. So, remember...
First we're gonna struggle with the lid.
Yes. Just with your finger, you go on the side, not by the blade. Be careful.
I've done that before, with a smaller one.
It's okay, we can make some red one. And we have everything. All right. What you're gonna make sure with your spatula, you're gonna scrape the bottom, sorry, the side.
So nothing's sticking?
Yeah. That will make, because if not, if it's dirty, the side, that will make your sugar crystallize. That's pretty much like a virus. If you start to crystallize on one side, it's gonna go everywhere.
Matches my tattoo. This is a workout.
I mean, that's good. Usually we don't really have the time to go to the gym, so we have combined it, we do it at home.
2 birds, 1 stone. Brace yourselves, kids.
Okay, so I can give you a glove if you prefer with that, or if not, you can do it with your hand. And now, I'm gonna start to do this.
I'll do it with my hands. Oh.
Okay, now you can wash your hand. Okay, so now our macarons are ready. We're gonna check if they move, but they shouldn't move anymore. You can see.
How pretty.
You see, now they don't move anymore. So they are all good. If you want to go faster to get them cool, you can even remove them.
If I'm lazy, if I'm too lazy to make the filling for this, can I just use anything?
Yeah, of course. You can buy a box of jam, and you can
just use a little Nutella or something like that?
Yeah, Nutella too, it's fine. And it's really, the most important is to learn to do
your shells.
Yeah, the shell first, but after you can fill them with anything you want. Okay, now our macarons are cold, so we can start, as we have done before, with our chocolate ganache and come to fill them. Your turn? And we can come the same. So what you do when you do that, they are nicely coming everywhere all around. There we go, it's perfect. So So didn't I promise you were gonna successfully your macaron? Look this one, you made it. It could be selling in our store. Okay, so now best part. Taste them. Go ahead.
Okay. Let's try this one. I can't believe we made this. It really is not that hard. You just have to know what to do in every step.
Yeah.
But this was fast enough that we actually made 2 batches. So, can't be that hard. And I actually managed to make some of these.
Yeah, those one are your 100% churros. What is good, what I suggest also, it's always make the macarons the day before. Right now, they're always a little hard when you eat them, because we just bake them. If you put them in the fridge, they're gonna get a little softer, and they are gonna have a maturation of the flavor, so it's gonna be even way better tomorrow.
Love it. I have a macaron party in my house. You're all invited.